Yeah. So when we face problems in our life, our immediate tendency is to solve it materially by material techniques. Positive talk, adjustment of the mind. You have to think like this, you have to think like that. There are so many adjustments we'll try to make. There is a place for all this, but not beyond a point. It will not work. There is a place for all these things. You have to understand each one in its own place. There is a role for everything. But then you should not think by that method alone I'll be able to cross over my problem. Right? Then Bhagavatam would have mentioned that technique. Right? But then there is a role, okay, to that extent we will take it. Whatever is favorable we can take it. That's not an issue. That's one of the surrendering principles. Whatever is favorable for Krishna consciousness we'll accept. But don't think that these secondary methods are going to help me in the long term process. No. So material techniques have a limited role. So then we are supposed to actually solve all these problems by spiritual methods. And what are the spiritual methods? Our methods are same. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, these are the methods. But we don't have faith. We don't have sufficient faith that this technique will actually drive away Kali from my mind. We have no faith strong. That's why Prabhupada is saying, Sudruda Saurhudaha, one should be thickly related with the spiritual master to develop such a faith. And again it boils down to obedience and discipline. If you are obedient, very nicely you are obedient, you are accepting everything in a descending process, and then you are disciplined in your life, then slowly but surely you will develop a thick relationship. And you will understand how the spiritual techniques are actually effective in your life. One by one you will see that yes, these are all very effective. So there is no shortcut. Now we have to follow the process that is given, the morning sadhana and all the services. Formula is same. How much we are adapting to it, that is what is important. So if you adapt nicely, then there is a culture in you which develops, our nature changes, automatically we follow more and more. If you are obedient to 10 instructions, once that gets into your nature, you will become obedient to 15 instructions. You will become obedient to 20 instructions. Your nature of being obedient and follow Prabhupada in more and more aspects of your life increases continuously. This is how a disciple evolves. In the 10 instructions that is given, you are trying to shun away from 2-3 instructions. Then you are actually going in a reverse direction. So whatever rules, whatever regulations that are given to us, either by Prabhupada directly or by indirectly because of organizational rules and regulations, everything we should adopt. We should cultivate a nature of adopting and being obedient to as many instructions as possible. There is nothing wrong. And then we become highly disciplined. And that character is known as thickly related. The character, you become thickly related to the spiritual master. Because of that personal relationship with Guru and Krishna, slowly these forces will be subsided. But as long as you don't depend on them, don't surrender unto them, don't submit yourself to them by following their rules and regulations, and you try to come up with your own methods, this method, that method, to handle your mind and mind-body system, then still you have to grow little more. Still the purification is pending. The faith on all these methods should be put only accordingly. There is a little value, little value. 1 paisa means 1 paisa. You should not give 1 lakh value to that. So more and more when you depend on Guru and Krishna by submitting to them, that nature, that obedient nature will take us out of the problems.